In this video, I'm going to show you how you can get your channel back after it has been terminated because of copyright strikes. Now, if your channel was taken down because of community violations, I cannot help you, because if you violate any of YouTube's policies and they've been warning you and then they take down your channel, there's little that you or even YouTube can do, because those are very serious violations that cannot be crossed. Now, if your channel has been terminated because of 3 copyright strikes, I can help you, because I was able to recover my channel after it was terminated. Now, before I go any further, I'll do 3 things in this video. I'll tell you the process of a copyright strike, like what a copyright strike is, and I'll tell you the mistakes I made in order for me to get copyright strikes. And I'll also tell you the process of how you can get back your channel by resolving your copyright strikes even after your channel has been taken down. So, a copyright strike is, what a copyright strike means is that the person, the owner of the content that you have violated, actually wrote to YouTube and provided proof that they own the content. So this is a legal request done by the other person on the other side, telling YouTube to say, hey, look, the content on this guy's channel is mine and I have the legal papers to prove it. So it is quite serious. When you say copyright strike, it means that the other person really owns the content and they want YouTube to take it down. So that is that. The mistakes I made in some of my copyright strikes: the first strike I got, I saw a video on Facebook. It was doing so well, doing so many numbers. I downloaded it on Facebook and I put it on my YouTube channel, thinking in my mind that, oh, these people don't have a YouTube channel. It turns out they had a YouTube channel and this video was actually on it. And so when they sent me the copyright strike, they had the legal right to do so and I couldn't do anything about it. Now, the way that I resolved my strikes even after my channel was terminated is this way. For the first strike that I got, I wrote to this person, because when someone sends you a strike, when you go on details, you can actually see the email address. And I took down the email address and I wrote to them. I apologized and I said, hey, look, I'm sorry. I didn't intend to violate your rights and I've taken down the video and everything. But too bad for me, because this person did not respond to my email and they did not take down their copyright request takedown. So that is how the strike stayed on my channel and it expired after 3 months. The other 2 strikes that I got, one of the strikes is that the person who sent me the strike failed to prove that they owned the content. So what happens is that when this person sends you a strike, you have a chance to appeal, to say, hey, look, I think that I did not make a mistake by putting this content on my channel, blah 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 blah, just to justify why you did it. And it turns out for me, this person did not own this content. And so sometimes YouTube can actually make a mistake, because what YouTube does normally is that they will let you and the other person reserve the copyright strike minus them getting involved. So this is how I did my appeal, and after YouTube realized their mistake, they restored the video, but I took it down anyway because it was controversial at this point. Now, the other copyright strike that I had, I made a video criticizing a famous person, and then I used some of their content in this video. So when they sent me the copyright strike, I appealed to YouTube because I felt that I used their content fairly and I was making commentary on this content. Therefore, I was not profiting from it in any way. So I appealed to YouTube. I said, according to your fair use policy, you say this. And lucky enough for me, YouTube was able to talk back to this person and say, hey, look, this person did not violate anything here because they used this content fairly. So that is how I got my channel back after fighting back and forth for 3 months. Now you need to note that the beautiful thing about copyright strike is that even after the channel has been terminated, you can still get it back, because YouTube does not delete your channel. It simply takes it down and gives you a chance to resolve your copyright strikes. So after I resolved my copyright strikes, I wrote to YouTube on Twitter, because they have a Team YouTube handle on Twitter that is very useful. You know, they are like reply to anyone, they'll respond to you, they'll help you with any of your queries. I wrote to them and said, hey, Team YouTube, I've resolved 2 of my copyright strikes. Please give me back my channel. And they said, oh, since you had 3 copyright strikes and we took down your channel, all of your copyright issues have to be resolved for us to give you back your channel. Now remember, that strike that I had, the one I had a problem with, is where this person did not respond to me, and therefore I had to wait for 3 months for the copyright strike to expire. So that is how I got my channel back. Even though I have to say that sometimes, even when you use someone's content fairly in a video, they can still send you a copyright strike, because sometimes they just want to intimidate you or to bully you and try to extort you so that you can stop making videos about them. For instance, if you make a video, you know, like say like criticizing a famous person, and then you use their content, their video in your content, they can sometimes use that to, you know, they can send you a copyright strike so that you can stop talking about them. And I told YouTube when I had this issue, I said, look, Team YouTube, this person is actually, you know, trying to extort me by telling me to delete all the videos that I have so that they can resolve the strike that I have with them. And YouTube said, this has got nothing to do with us. You have to resolve this copyright issue with the person who claims that they own the content. So a lot of times, Team YouTube won't help you. You really have to, when you have a copyright strike, you really have to talk to the other person nicely, send them a nice email and ask for them to retract their copyright takedown, and that is how you can get your channel back. I know how it feels when your channel, you know, when you lose your channel. It's a very scary thing. At the time when my channel was taken down, I was getting close to 1 million views per month. So I was really confused. I didn't know what to do, but there's no need to panic. You can still get your channel back by following some of the things that I did for me to get my channel back. Hope Mukunte, Hope TV, thanks for watching.